Hi, and welcome to another episode of Diary of a Migration Lawyer. Today we're going to be talking about genuineness of position on a TSS or Temporary Skills Shortage Visa or Subclass 482. They all mean the same thing. Why I want to talk about this is it comes up a lot for small business. It comes up for big business as well. But it is coming up a little bit from time to time at the moment because a lot of new organisations are starting to use the immigration program and maybe don't have guidance or exactly know what to provide with the department. So what I want to do is give a little bit of guidance on showing that the position in your business is a genuine position and what you might be able to do to avoid a request for further information on this point. Essentially, when you're trying to meet this criteria, the department is really trying to understand how the position that you're nominating aligns with your business and how the position fits within the usual business activities that you undertake in what you do every day at your business. So in deciding on whether or not the position is genuine, the department will consider things like the core activities of your business, where in the organisation the position fits into. So if you thought about an organisational chart, where exactly is that person going to fit in? How is the position consistent with your business activities, or how is it going to help you develop your business activities? For example, I have worked with a client that is in the distillery business and they are starting out, and what we're trying to do at the moment is nominate a person in advertising to be able to support their advertising campaigns and really help them to set that up. As a startup business, something like advertising or marketing is super important because in a startup organization, you need to make sure that people know you exist. So having an advertising person as part of a distillery, while it's not someone coming in as a distiller or someone coming in as some other food scientist, it is someone that's going to be building on the operations of the business. They might also consider what the financial records are of the business. So can the business even afford to pay this person? And that might be, especially if you're a startup business, it might be that, okay, well, right now as a startup business, because you've only been operating for 6 or 12 months, it doesn't appear that you're going to have the financial capacity to be able to do that. But over the next 12 months, this is your forecast, this is what it looks like, and this is why you're going to be able to afford to pay that person, because obviously you don't want to start employing people if you can't afford to pay them, because that would be bad. You also want to consider or let them know exactly the setting in which you will be employing someone. So if you are in a factory and you're looking for someone to work in the office as an accountant, for example, is that person working on the factory floor? Has that person got their own dedicated desk? Are they working from home? Give them a story. Everything in immigration is a bit of a story. So what you want to do is just tell people exactly what the story is of this position and how it does genuinely fit within your business or help you build on your business. In order to meet these criteria, the types of things that you might provide is photos of the work site or the office or the factory or the job site or whatever that this position is going to be in. You might provide financial records, and it's not going to be just your last BAS statement, because as a small business and even sometimes in big business, one BAS statement is not going to show a financial position. It might be your last tax return. It might be a letter from your accountant to show what the financial forecast looks like. It might be a grant letter of some money that you've come into. It might be personal funding from the owners of the business. So you really want to get creative and think outside the box a little bit when you're trying to provide this information. The ideal response when you are trying to answer this visa criteria or respond to a request for further information is that whatever the criteria that need to be met, you provide a statement or explaining statement or submission with a piece of evidence. So as I mentioned earlier, it might be, hey, our financial position's not amazing right now because we're a startup organization, but hey, look at all these amazing financials we've got. Look at our forecast. This is what we expect is going to happen next financial year. So what you want to be able to do is think of the criteria, especially around the genuineness. Think of your business, its operations, and where you're at the moment, but where you'll also be in the future. And provide an explanation via a statement or a submission, but also a supporting document for each of those criteria. For example, where the department is questioning financial capacity within the business to be able to pay an employee, particularly if we're looking at startup businesses, it might be that, hey, we're a startup business now, but look what we've got coming up for the next 12 months. Look at what we've got coming up for the next financial year. And something like that might be evidenced by a financial forecast, a really good business plan, and a letter from a third party. So When you're dealing with the Department of Home Affairs, or in a lot of cases, it's best to have documents from third parties. So it's not you just saying, I promise everything's going to be okay and I promise I meet the visa requirements. What you're doing is saying, hey, I have the financial capacity, I really do, and here's my accountant, they think the same thing. So having that third party additional document is always a good one to have. Whatever happens around Genuous, you want to make sure that you take the request or the opportunity to provide information quite seriously, because if the department does make a decision that the position's either not genuine or doesn't fit within the operations of your business, it's a little bit hard to come back from and convince them otherwise. That's it for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, and head on over to our channel and watch all the other videos. Thanks, bye. Thanks for watching Diary of a Migration Lawyer. If you would like some more hints, tips, tricks on how to do migration yourself or with a strategic partner like a migration lawyer, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, Diary of Migration Lawyer.